Well, happy Sunday crafting day with me. I am Beth with Vintage Bandits Mercantile, and I'm in my home studio today. Kind of doing all my lives from here, so I keep it set up. Man, I got on some strong lipstick. It looks I look a little overdone. Sorry about that. Let's see if we can't fix that. If you join, please say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me if you're crafting today. Just give me the skinny on everything. Excuse me. Hopefully, now I won't be so crazy. Whatever. Anyway, I've been working on some journals that I started with y'all. So this is just like a fun day for me and all of us. And so if you just want to watch, craft along, I know what kind of direction I'm going to be going in the next few months. I have figured out some parts of my life. I'm not sharing everything, but I have fun stuff coming, and so I can share that. But I wanted to share some of the journals that I have been working on. Actually, that needs to go upstairs. Thank you, Beth. And I finally finished this one, so I'm gonna do a little just sneak peek. I'll do a walkthrough, record that. But this turned out really good. I'm loving this one. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it or not. I don't know. I want to. I've been working on it for quite some time. I'm just not sure about pricing, and I just don't know. Also, did I work on this one with you all? I sewed in. Oh, I've got signatures to sew in. So now I've just got to sew them in, but I do have needles coming. So I can't find any of my stash because it's half and half. But this one, I can flip through this as well. And I think we worked on one of these flip through ones. I have added some of that, and I've made signatures for each of those. So these will be going for sale up for sale. This one needs to be started. I'm just showing you this. This is just a little something from junk mail, pretty sure. And that is a folio that can be waiting to be left on. This one I'm working on signatures as well, and this one it's a flip out, and it still needs some love on the inside and all the fun stuff. This one is almost finished. I have sewn in the signature, and I have done a little transfers on it, so that'll be fun, something fun to show. And this is what I just found somewhere, either at the shop or I think I found it was buried at the shop. This is an old one of my subscription boxes from like 2021, 22. I just did these. It was like a winter. I only did this for a little bit, but it was really, I thought, man, that's good. And my brain was not flying. I was not firing on every little section of the brain. So that's kind of fun. So I thought we'd look at that. And, you know, so, and I would just answer any questions y'all have about any of this. And I have not forgotten about the trading cards. I will do that maybe tomorrow. I might do an extra one tomorrow. And I'm trying, my schedule is getting ready to change drastically. So I'm prepping for different streams that I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna start a whole new series that's called Creating with the Creator, which will be fun. And it'll be all about Jesus and some guest people, and that's kind of what I'm going to, and it will probably be recorded, so that'll be fun. I'm also doing a whole series which will be recorded and live as I completely rejig my entire house. That's coming this summer, so I'm going to take you on that journey with me. I'm practicing my editing skills so I can get that out, but they'll be recorded and some will be live. So, and as I am purging and going, I'm showing you all my warts in my house. So all my hoarder warts. So get ready. All right. I'm going to, not really a hoarder. I've just been very busy and tired, but I'm excited to get going. Hello, hello. How are you? So thanks for saying hello. If you would please say hello when you join, because I don't see if you don't say it because I'm on my studio. So I'm going to point you down. I'll put me up here in this corner. And I hope everyone had a fun Valentine's Day. I really did nothing major. I worked and then I came home and I took a really good nap. And I took a good nap today after church, which was loads of fun. And I took, probably will take a nap tonight, and then I'm going to work, and then I'm going to sleep in the morning because it's my one day off. And then I'm going to get to work on this house. Plus, I'm just going to give you a heads up. I do, and I'm going to go live sometime tomorrow. I do have, so I would love for you to tell me what's the best time for Eastern Standard Time for you, or a replay to watch tomorrow. So put some times if you're watching, just say, hey, this would be great, and I will do my best to take the overall best time or somewhere in between. And you can always catch it on the replay, which I wish you would tell me. And if you're just finding me on YouTube, please go subscribe. I would really appreciate it. If you're seeing me on Facebook and you have a YouTube channel, if you have, not channel, if you're on YouTube, please go subscribe to my page. That would be great. My channel, that would be so fun. Get notifications, so because it's just about getting ready to go crazy. So just give me maybe 45 days and it's going to be fun. Okay, I'm pointing you down and we're going to get busy. Oh yes, just want to say I have my large dog who loves to bark at everything, and I also have my my grand dog is coming, and he's kind of neurotic and crazy, so he barks at everything. So just sorry. I'll try to minimize it if I can. It's just my life. All right, let's get to these journals, and then let's pick a couple, and then I want to show you my that subscription box, because I was pretty impressed with myself, to be honest with you. All right, let's do that. Let's scooch in just a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I may have to change that. And there we. Oh, nope. There we go. We want. Nope. Is that the one we want? No, that's not the one we want. This is the one we want right there. That turn that off. Go off. Go off. Okay, there we go. I am so sorry, guys. Whew, that was crazy. I apologize. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, this is the one that we worked on. This is made out of a brown sack like this that I had. And so I will do a flip through of it in just a second. This one, I have started some signatures, but it still needs a few more pages, and I need to work on this back page and this back page. So this is one that needs to be worked on. Oh, and I got these at Hobby Lobby for helping me sew in, because I need big ones. So I'm getting needles. This one is wide open, so we can look at this one. Let's put these over here. This one, I'm just going to save and do this totally separate, because this is huge. If we have time, I'll do it at the end. And if you'd rather see it, just let me know. This one turned out really good. I just used a transfer scraps. And guys, you should go, if you're wanting to try any of the IOD, I've got a great sale on that running, so go check it out. And this is just, these are my tall from this. This is going to be coming. I took this off the market. I was doing a digital kit. I still haven't named it. I don't know. I named it, but I don't love it. It is going to be there. I just had to rejig. I wasn't liking the way it was going, so I changed it. But I just made a nice tall one, and reworked and added in pages that I had from other kits. Like that got folded over, but that's okay. I can always fold it back over like this. There you go, it happens. We can glue something in there, but I wanted to do a tall skinny one, and I even have it kind of sticking out the top and bottom, which I would maybe put some zhuzh up there before I finish. And here's a pocket, so it just needs to be filled and loved on and then tied up with something. So I'm probably gonna do a there and have that, and this will be for sale on the website, so I'll ship it, or you can buy it in-house. Okay, this one has, I worked on it. I have it all ready to go. I have my hidden signature part, and these are my 2 signatures, and I punched holes and everything in them. So I had the same ones that I had. I'm just now ready to sew it in and then it'll be ready for sale also, which is fun. Hello, hello, hi Helen, how are you? And I have some few things that I can pop in there as well that I'm reworking still. Okay, let's put you right there. And this is one that we're gonna work on today, I think, just kind of getting it started. But I wanted to look at my my subscription box that I did, and I may need to be back. Maybe not, that looks good. I have stuff stashed everywhere. I really need to organize. This was the Paper Crafting and Journal Creating winter subscription box that did not get off the ground, but so I had one left over, but I wanted you to see it. It has some really good stuff in it. So this had, I'd wrapped something in this. This is a really fun wax paper that you can use for anything, you know, making, you know, doing, I've had some, I think I had buttons rolled up in that, so pull that out. Here's some hearts that I did, that I threw in. Here's some feathers that I threw in. This was winter, so it was probably Valentine's. All that is in there that you could do a Valentine one. Here are some snowflakes that I cut out that you could use in your journals. How fun is that? And let's see what else. I had a fun, this is just a 4. I have got these, and you could put it on anything, which is fun. Paint it, use it, doesn't have to signify anything. Little clothespins that I had dyed, that was in here. I have fabric scraps, which are fun. This is actually like the, this is a toile that's from my journal that I finished on the cover. So I was thinking you could cover a, you know, a journal with it. You can do anything with this. You could make tags out of it. And there's plenty of red string for you to do whatever you want with that. This is just a full, so here's that piece. And then there's these. Aren't these fun? Look at that. These are vintage fabrics that I find all over the place, and then I chop up and send to you. There's this set, which look at that fun scene. Isn't that cute? This was a good box. I think it was like 65. I don't remember. And then this has a fun little red wiry ribbony twiny thing that you could use. So this would be good for Christmas or winter. I think that's what this was. So and you can use it for crafts or, okay, and this has lots of different fabrics in it that are reds and blacks and kind of wintry. That's a fun one. That is always so fun to put in a journal. And actually these are gonna go great with this one. Look at that. It's like I was waiting. This is fun. It's a red denim, and then this is just a damask that I have. So fun. And so this is silver lametta that you can use in crafts. Here's some nice big hearts that you can work with. Here's some little hearts that say love on them. Look how cute that is. And I did a good box. This is fun to put on a cover of a journal. Then I have some awesome gold and leaves, you know, shimmer leaves, which are really fun to add to anything. And then you can use these vellum pockets and envelopes. And here's just a bunch of white envelopes. Oh, here's a little insert that I made up that all you got to do is just fill it in and use it. This is a little perfect one like that. Here's the offcuts to the papers so that you could have it, you could use it and as a stencil or something, which is fun. I also did stamped for everyone. Man, this is a dang good box. This is like a $150 box. What am I thinking? I did the Christmas stamps that you can take and use. Wow, I did a good box. Here is a stencil that's sticky that you can use over and over. Here are the papers and still more. And this is a good piece. Man, I was not charging enough. And this has tons of items in here. This is a good box. What was I thinking? These are fun. This is a real vintage magazine that I was sent out. This is a fun textural. These are that's a really old book. This is old Christmas paper. Look at all these old papers. Look at this. These are real from do y'all know what I'm talking about? Wallpaper books. How fun. So I just gauged it to go with the Christmas look. And look at these. Isn't that sweet? And those are vintage Christmas. Wow. What a great box. I'm just thinking that's an awesome box. I would love to get it. Wow. I was doing some good stuff back then. And this one is, it's August 1961. That's fun. Okay. Let's put everything back in here. I'm gonna leave that out, the fabric, because I think that'll work. And then, because I'm not really doing Christmassy stuff, but anyway, that's a former box. And I have another one upstairs I'll show next time that's kind of fun. So if you're, I'd love to have any input on that. And if there's interest for me to bring it back to life, that would be great. Listen to this. There was also, I always put buttons in there as well. That is a good box, if I do say so myself. Wowzer. Okay. This is what we're working on. And this goes right along fine with all of those reds and everything that we had, does it not? This blue doesn't really work with it, but that's okay. We'll save you for another one. But this does. Look how fun. Look how fun this works with it. This red. This is like 23-year-old or longer. It could be like 25-year-old, maybe 30-year-old. Red denim. And look at that awesome string right there. If you're on here, please say hello, or just give me a thumbs up, or like, that looks amazing, or that looks like trash. I'm cool with any of it. So what I've got to decide is, how are we going to finish this on the inside? Do we want it to be, this is the way the words go. I could do it like, I think we're going to do it like this. And I think it's trying to move on me, but I'm like, we're going to not let it do that if we can. Hey, Carol, thanks for saying hello. If you all have, I would love some questions, because, you know, I just sit here rambling, and I might just get quiet. Just need to make sure everybody can see, and I stay in the screen. So this is just ready to go. I think what would be good is to do a signature right there. And because even though, and it would be, or here, I don't know. I don't know what kind of signature. Or do I just want to make it a folio and not even have a signature and just fill it up with all kinds of yumminess? I don't know. Look, I have gobs of this stuff everywhere. So, but I think this would be a really cute pocket. I feel like it would be fun to make like a fabric pocket, you know, right here, and fill it full of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. So I think I need some envelopes for it, and to go, let's pull some out of here. We'll just go with these that are in this box because it's here. Let me find those. I threw those back in, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. And this is also fun to do. Y'all know these. These are fun to tuck in, so we can maybe do that. And then this is like a little mini folio that we could actually do. So here's some envelopes. They need a little love, so maybe we'll put some. That's fun. I love to do, you know, envelopes like this. So let's see if I can. Like that. And like that. So if I do this, then I won't be able to do signatures because there's no way we can fit it all in with signatures and have lots of storage. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, what would y'all say? Signatures or just, do we want to make this like a little ephemera storage? Could totally do that. I don't have one of those. That would be kind of fun. I need to go in here and glue this down some more. So give me ideas what you think we should do with it. Should we make a little ephemera thingamajiggy or storage? It might be fun. I'm just going to glue down my and have it could be a little mini to-go storage container. I don't know. Or it could just be a little folio. No clue. No clue what I should do. I mean, I have tons of stuff, so you know, I can use anything. So, and if you're crafting with me, tell me what you're working on. Do I want to do like signatures in there? Would that be fun? Let's just see what that would look like if we did that. And would we want it to be like that? Or have it here, like this be the signature? Folio. Okay, good. Okay, I was just folding these up to see what would be fun to do. I can always stick this someplace else, you know. Use these papers somewhere else. Because you can't get many in there, can you? One vote for folio. I'm gonna, because there's a little lag, so I'm gonna wait. So if I'm gonna do like a folio, I'm gonna need to do like, I could do a belly band right here, which would be fun. Which we could even do maybe with like, I really want to use that color chart right there. Love it. Isn't that fun? This would be cute. This would be fun to tie it up with this if I can get it to tear. I don't know. I don't know if I can or not. Might not be strong enough for it. There we go. Maybe. I'm tearing it as I go. I don't want to do that because I like it. I don't want to mess that up. And it's not tearing straight. Sometimes it's easier to tear there's a certain way, like paper has a way of laying, and fabric is the same way. And sometimes it's easier to tear it, and dry cleaning is recommended for this. This was from a decorating job I did eons ago. Pre-brain damage. Yeah. So I just think these are so fun to use on tags and stuff. All right. This would be fun to make a little belly band in here, wouldn't it? Maybe. And then we're going to fray it so it looks kind of good like that as well. Yeah. We like a good fray on everything, especially if it's fabric. This you could stick down in a journal, which would be really cute. We might make, who else struggles with fraying? Who else besides me? And if we do a folio, we could use the envelopes in here to be some kind of storage thing, like a couple right here. Glue that down like that. Is that going to do it? And then this one would be over here. And then we'll have a belly band in the middle there. Maybe. It'd be nice if we could have some smaller envelopes, which I know I have envelopes everywhere in this joint of mine. Somewhere I have a whole thing of envelopes. Okay, friends, I am going to have to step off. I'll be right back. I'll just come right back on and we'll catch up. I'm so sorry, but I've got a little bit of emergency going on. So, be back in 5.